It's 5:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Paula, can you take roll call,
I can.
please?
Mark Miller,
Present.
Chris Carlson,
Here.
and Paula Cook were all present.
Chris, can you go over the financials, please?
Sure. You want to approve the minutes before I do that?
Yes. I'd like to
Yes.
make a motion to approve last month's minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now on to financials.
Financials, please, Chris.
All right, we started the month with 525, 697, 61. We brought in receipts of 20,202. Disbursements last month of 86,412. So we have an ending balance of 459, 488, 32. Nothing completely outstanding. Doing a lot of paying our contractors for a lot of the road work that they're finishing up before the year ends. But other than that, everything is pretty much along lines of normal officers' pay, utilities, taxes, insurance, all the typical things we pay for any given month. Any questions on the financials?
Can I ask you to repeat the ending number?
459, 488, 32.
Thank you.
Any questions on the financials?
Yeah.
Motion to approve the financials?
Made that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Hey, Chris, can you go over the Board of Assessors report?
Yeah, so right now we're finishing up some projects that we've been tracking all year, doing a lot of curb and gutter replacement over in the meadows right now because the leadership before we took over laid asphalt into the gutters instead of up to the gutters. So water's compromising the road, so we're cutting all of that out, putting new curb and gutter in on those streets. At this time, right now, the neighborhood doesn't want us to touch the roads, so we're doing the curb and gutter, and we'll worry about the roads at a later date. But right now, just finishing up those projects. What I would say on the road assessors report is, if anyone has projects for 2026 they would like us to consider, go to the website, hit the contact me, send me your list, or bring me a list in here, which is fine, of things you'd like to see in your neighborhood done in regards to roads and sidewalks. That's typically what we deal with. So if you have some, I'm gonna start reviewing projects, put the list together for Paula and Mark and myself to review. And in January, we will get bids. February, we'll execute contracts, and then we will start road work in March again. So if you have ideas for your neighborhood or projects, drainage projects as well, they're also on the table. Let us know, and we'll start going through what we get the most bang for our buck for next year's budget. That's all I have for road assessor.
Okay. Old business.
I don't. The only old business I have. I do have old business.
I know you had new business, but
I got new business too. Old business, KDOT. KDOT and the East Kellogg Improvement Project. So I have a meeting tomorrow on site with David Crockett, the Minnehaha Township attorney, to go over where Evergy decided to remove our entire tree line within our property without notification, so that we can formulate a response to Evergy. We're not stopping what they're doing, we're just trying to be made whole for what they did. So we'll be filing a letter to Evergy probably later next week, informing them what our problem is and how we feel we should be compensated, and we will throw a number out and see where it goes. So that's my old business.
cool. New business.
Is it all me tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. New business. Hand me that. Yeah. So last month, I think it was, month prior, we have a joint project with the City of Wichita, KDOT, and us on the Redbud Trail, the former train tracks that cross. They run east and west, Woodlawn to Rock to all the way out to Augusta. And it's mainly being run by KDOT, but the city of Wichita has some, they have an interest in it. And then the only interest that Minnehaha Township has in it is that some of the land on the Redbud Trail is Minnehaha Township. They have to acquire our permission in order to do any work on the site. We have no financial obligation to it whatsoever. We have no maintenance obligation to it. We signed the contract earlier this year, agreeing to let them do the work on the Redbud Trail. Evidently, complications in the design at Rock Road. They have power lines at Rock Road, and there's transmission lines. They have to raise them up, which means it's going to take a little more time because the Redbud Trail will go over rock, it'll go up and over rock. So they're going to phase the project now. Because they're phasing the project, it is a change in contract. So they're asking us to re-sign the contract with a phased option in it, which requires signatures by the trustee, which is Mark Miller, and the clerk, which is Paula. So we need to just execute that this evening and send that back. I need to send that back to the city of Wichita for their execution. That's my new business.
Okay.
Okay, do I need to make a motion?
I don't think so, because we've already approved that once. It's just re-signing a new document,
Okay.
and a revised document.
Paul, anything to share?
Nothing new right now.
Okay.
Next month,
Okay.
we're getting ready for winter.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I can't think of anything, so. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion?
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Did we talk last week?
I'm Larry Long.
Larry
Mark,
Long.
obviously.
Yeah.
I'm Mark, yeah.
Yeah, so this is how the meetings go.
Yeah.
We go through the entire meeting. We do comments, questions, and answers afterwards. Larry called me last week, and he's the new HOA president of which one again?
The St. Ives.
St. Ives.
Just, you know,
Oh, 143rd.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And he wanted to see how
Yeah.
things go down.
The vice president of the HOA wasn't able to make tonight, but we'll probably both come back next week because I just feel like I'm getting my feet wet here, and we'll find out.
Oh, and it is monthly. We
Yeah.
meet monthly here. Yeah, we did a mill and overlay in your neighborhood a few years back, and I think
did.
we sealed it
A couple of
years ago. I think we went back in and sealed it.
And how do you do that? How frequently do you do that? And request or?
No, I mean it comes down to how long the road is lasting. I mean, once we mill and overlay it with the new, once it starts to just begin to wear, if we seal it on time, it should be good for 10 to 20 years,
Oh, really?
depending on the level of traffic. And because you're a small neighborhood,
Yeah.
I mean, it should easily last that long. If you see spots that aren't holding up, potholes starting, asphalt curling up, things like that, those are the kind of things we have to go in and repair.
Yeah.
And we just need to be notified about them. Just let us know. And
Haven't seen any of what you just described, but of course there's cracks, if you will, and some where grass starts to grow up, and of course in time that'll be a problem. But it's
I can have
really not here for that.
Paul can, but no, I mean, if that's because that'll let water in. I mean, Paul can drive by, take a look at it, send us
Yeah.
some pictures, and I can get it to the right people and see what it would take to fix it. It's easy enough.
I think that time.
So Paul runs the shop here.
Okay.
So he works for Minnehaha Township. He's our only employee.
Okay.
But he does all the mowing and street sweeping, snow removal. He handles all those things. If there's a request, you can call the shop. Also, we have a website. We have a contact list on the website, which goes right to my phone, and I can answer any questions that you or the people in your neighborhood have if they've got a problem. We are responsible for roads and sidewalks typically, and then drainage, and then we mow public grounds. And we also handle drainage on public grounds. If it's on private property, we cannot spend public funds on private property.
Yeah.
So we across the street from you in the meadows, we have a few areas where there's some drainage areas that run to Crestview Country Club,
Yeah,
but they're actually on private property because people's property lines go there and we don't have an easement there. So if we don't have an easement, we can't go on that property.
And so Larry, outside of that scope, it would be the improvement district, because that's how the township's structured. I don't know if you do that. So
We're
there's,
HOA, so
well, the improvement district would be the Crestview Improvement District. And so you would be also part of them. And so if you ever needed anything that wasn't, if you didn't seem it was an HOA related item, then the Crestview Country Club or the Crestview Improvement District would be who to talk
I think
to.
it's CCCID.
Crestview Country Club Improvement District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
3 C's and an ID.
And I've got
naming is
contact them if you wanted to.
Um,
I've got their phone
he's
numbers.
got their contact
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, okay, that'd
Yeah.
be good to have.
So a lot of the drainage would be their type of scope of work and stuff. And so I try to get them involved more, I think, in recent years. Because there's 3 improvement districts in the township. Obviously, we take care of more than that when it comes to roads. And then there's also the town of Eastboro that's inside the township.
Yeah.
And beach and stuff.
Our boundaries are 29th Street North to Pawnee,
Okay,
Woodlawn to 159th.
okay,
Anything in that boundary that is not deemed City of Wichita, it falls under our purview.
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
So Eastboro is in our purview.
Yeah, that's,
But you can always call me and I'll answer your questions.
like maybe before we leave tonight, I'll get the other name
Yeah.
and phone number, somebody to contact.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay, interesting. I know, it's more or less in our backyard between us and Overbrook,
Mm-hmm.
in addition. There was quite a flood there, which all of you saw, of course, that drained, but I guess that's Overbrook's property. I mean, it didn't really affect us in St. I, but boy, that was quite a flood, if you will.
Well, it's also designed as retention. That whole thing, even though it has the little drainage area in it, it's
Yeah.
actually designed to retain water and slowly mitigate it out so it doesn't flood the neighborhood. So in case of a heavy rain, it will fill up with water because that's exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it did. In fact,
And then it'll start dissipating out into 4 Mile Creek.
do you know who owns that property there between? I did get on the
How about I
webs-
look?
Well,
I'm online, so I
okay,
can
well,
look.
I'm gonna say, I think I found where the Overbrook HOA actually owns that property, but I think if that's correct. It doesn't matter. I
Give me
guess.
1 second here, and I will tell you what Sedgwick County has on file, because I'm a stalker.
I know there were a couple houses there when it flooded this spring. A couple houses actually had city of Wichita sanitary sewer backed up into their house.
Whoops.
That entire drainage area, 100% of it, is owned by Overbrook Homeowners Association, P.O. Box 781175, Wichita, Kansas, 67278.
So,
They own it all.
yeah,
It's a lovely little outline. They own that whole thing.
pretty good sized area.
Yeah.
Yep, they own it all.
Okay,
But I mean, so yeah, since it is Overbrook, it belongs to Overbrook. It's considered private property, which means Crestview Country Club Improvement District can work on it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
but that's all their property.
okay, very, very good. That reconfirms what we thought we knew.
But just for your information, though, it is designed to hold water. It does that so that the neighborhoods don't flood. It'll hold water and then slowly release it into 4 Mile Creek, and then it runs down 4 Mile Creek. Keeps it from if it all 100% went into 4 Mile Creek at one shot, it would flood everything downstream. So it's designed to meter water out slow enough so it doesn't flood everybody downstream.
Yeah. Took quite a bit of fence out there too. On
Oh, yeah.
43rd, yeah.
Oh yeah. My neighborhood got hit really hard.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not why we're here, but that's interesting to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, we actually saw water go over 143rd in our neighborhood, and I didn't think that was possible.
yeah, it did. and over a lot of streets. It was unusual rain, obviously.
It was.
Larry, can I get your phone number?
Yeah, my phone, it's area code 712 actually. 310-8256, and I did sign in, so it's on.
Yeah, I don't know
it's
where
on-
it's at.
It's at the back.
712-310-8256.
Yep.
And do you text? Because I'll just text you their numbers.
I really prefer talking on the phone if that's works.
Well, then I'll write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like I got one right here.
There you go. In fact, when I walked out, my wife said, "Aren't you gonna take a piece of paper, pad, and pencil?" I said, "No."
So, Bill, anything from you while we're
Couple
doing
of
that?
quick things. I looked, I did not see any cracks on Bel Air,
Oh, good. Thank you.
so
Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate that.
I'll look at it again as I go home, but I'm not expecting to see anything.
Okay.
And secondly, I know it's private property, but have you heard anything or follow up on that house there on Kincaid next to the fire station?
Oh, the one that they were gonna, that was like
Try to,
condemned or whatever?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. Have you?
Oh, 5 years
Paul's
now.
talked to me about it, but nothing new.
I heard
well, I checked
anything,
with,
haven't seen Caesar.
had a lawyer look into it a couple of years ago, and at that time, there was a time limit. He had to go 5 years or something before anything else could happen, and I think we're
This
getting
is-
kind of close to that.
This is it, yeah, at the end of this year. I'll try to get hold of Caesar, see if he's found out anything.
Yeah, that's probably a good
Last
idea.
time.
Caesar would know.
Yeah. He gave up because there's nobody to take to court. There's nothing I can do. They tried to take it up higher and kind of got shut down, I think, due to cost. What it would even cost to clean that up,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Well, how much does the match cost?
You would think.
Different paper.
Kristen says that island that they removed is fine. She was curious why they just took it out and paved the middle. They didn't redo the street and the curbs around it. So she
Oh, I
said
did see that.
it was puzzling to her and she didn't understand why.
They just asphalted where you would take out the island.
It's puzzling to me too.
Right, so I know you said it's a different company. Maybe
It's a
worth
different
looking
company.
into, so that seems a little interesting.
Well, maybe I'll just check in with them.
So that looks like a big donut.
Apparently, like I said, I didn't even know it was going in.
Well, I mean, theoretically, I wanted to mill and overlay the whole street. So the whole street needs to be redone
Okay,
at some point. So
maybe that goes into the March.
yeah, that's one of them that I wanted to do a mill and overlay on all the way out to Springdale Road.
Thank you.
And if that's the case, it'll all look fine
Okay.
if we do that. Because I think everyone we wanted to remove the island, I wanted to redo the street.
Yeah.
And so there was no way I was gonna get the street in this year.
Right. Okay, so maybe that'll get done. Do we need to submit that or you'll just take care of it naturally?
Just submit it to me for
Okay.
fun, just so I don't
Yeah,
lose track of
sounds
it.
on.
Because there'll be several people sending me requests.
Okay. The other thing is just a question. Do you know what the building is they're putting in on 127th by the golf course? It's got like 3 garages on it.
I don't know what that is. Is
It's the
that?
bar.
It's a bar.
I don't know.
No,
Is that
I
in
think
between?
it
Club.
Is that in
I don't know.
between Central and 13?
County.
Between Central
No,
and
at the end of,
on the
It's right,
wall.
it's right at Crestview.
On the east side of the road, right,
Yeah.
right when you get to the entrance.
I'm
Yeah.
just very curious. But
I was
Central-
driving down the street one day and I was talking about
Where's it at? Point to me.
go down. Where's the entrance of this place?
Oh, Crestview?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just look at the end of their wall.
right,
It's right there.
right.
That's Villa's right there. So it's that building right along there. So I drove down there. I think it was with Paul and John, right?
Yeah.
We were
'cause
talking
there was
about the
water
drainage
retention.
and all this stuff, and they were actually doing a lot of drainage going into Crestview. And I went out there and I started talking to the guy on the Bobcat redoing like this huge culvert And I started asking him what he was doing and stuff, but this guy, this owner, literally bought this little plot of land, and supposedly it's going to be one of those garages like what's going on over here,
This
Like,
piece of land right here.
Like a
Yeah.
storage?
Like a little
Is that
storage unit?
like a storage. What are they like a
Executive
man
store?
cave or something? Yeah, like garage thing. That's what he said.
They tried to do a bunch of those down in Derby and they didn't sell.
That's a lot of land though, because that guy only had a little piece.
Its owner is AISAK Corporation.
Interesting. Making man caves out of them. Nice. I
I
think there's only like 3 garages. It's super weird.
it sounded like he was going to make it a house or whatever, a garage house. Or
Well, they
whatever.
make them so they're livable and so people can have their place to hide their toys.
Super.
I mean,
That's what it looks like.
so up downtown they have Shift Society.
Okay.
Looks like it's an
Yeah,
old
that was
building.
Genius.
Has massive underground garage and probably $40 million worth of cars are in it.
Interesting.
Now those people can get these buildings here and move their cars into their own property.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
I want a Ferrari.
I'll tell you how you can
I
get
don't
one
like
later.
maintenance on a Ferrari
I don't want to know.
or the cost.
Be a lot.
Larry, I don't know what their schedule is, but the Crestview Improvement District does have meetings
Okay.
every quarter.
Okay.
And it's very similar to Springdale's, and I'm assuming Sunsweep's, right? So your next one will be like in January?
January 6th, because they're actually having it here.
Yeah, because
That's Sunswept, right?
no,
No.
Crestview.
That's Crestview, because Crestview's closed in January.
That's right.
Yep. So yeah, they can't have it. The country clubs, they have it here in
Just
January.
once,
So Paul knows everything, so.
if I can remember it.
Find out the schedule. And I think your meetings here are what, the first Monday after the second Tuesday?
There you
Is that
go.
what
First,
you're
Yes.
first
Monday.
Monday after the first Tuesday.
After the first Tuesday.
We didn't
Yeah,
set that
Oh,
schedule.
Well, the first Monday after the first Tuesday.
Yes.
But he nailed the
Yes,
riddle
look
though.
at the calendar, man.
He figured out the time.
Just look on the website.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, we do on our website. We do have a calendar, has all the meetings on it. This gentleman right here is the one that updates it for us.
Okay.
Well, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.